Diz-me para seguir em frente. Ok, com uma porta aberta.
Where has everyone gone? This is despicable.
Sim, foi mais os gestos que tu fizeste, mas ok.
At last, a little life.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Só assim, por acaso deve estar aqui algum bug, porque nem aparece na imagem.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Bem, ela sei que depois vou acabar por falar com ela, por isso.
Damn it. I think
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
Damn.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Ok, carregou no botão e aquilo desligou. Nem pousou tudo para baixo.
And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Assim?
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I got two choices.
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Se não te importas, olha, tirei daqui 5 shillings, não sei para que é que vou precisar, mas levo na mesma.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight.
No.
Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Ela fala um segredo de negociação que... Pistas desbloqueadas aumentam a quantidade de XP. Conclusão. Se eu falar com este gajo, desbloqueio mais esta cena e depois recebo mais. Ok. Este é o Chrome.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't
Yeah.
say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency.
Nice trick.
Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Oh,
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
I think
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note.
acho que é o primeiro storyteller que até agrada. Ok.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Teleporting. This is so cool. And now I have to go there, but
It's locked, all right.
bullets. Equipe e aperte triângulo para usar as armas de fogo comum.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Eu tinha uma pistola, correto. Yep, there she is. Soros, supostamente a pistola está sem balas. Como é que eu troco? Usar item, trocar a arma de mão oposta, trocar a arma principal, usar item.
Best run along home, sir.
Não me dá muitas opções de transporte. Alguns inimigos são mais resistentes a certo tipo de dano, ou com tipos de resistência física, corpo a corpo, longo alcance, sangue e sombra. Ok, supostamente ele é resistente médio a dano e alto a longo alcance. Portanto,
Burn it, boy! Filthy piece of shit!
Parecia que ele tinha deixado cair alguma coisa. Acho que já não vou ligar muito assim à cena do dano.
Oi! You listening? Over there! There's one of those... Shit! You'll pay for that!
Oh, great. Pensava que fazia ataque com um. Lupara usada. Lupara. Supostamente tem desenho de uma caçadeira. Pero ok. Para um gajo que gosta de jogos stealth. Não há mais nada aqui. Início de um pouco as coisas. Mais ou menos.
I have this thirst for blood.
Lá vai você para curar cidadãos doentes. Posso melhorar uma arma. Epá. Se calhar esta não vou evoluir porque sei que não... Ok, não posso melhorar esta. Esta também não. Então supostamente o que é que eu posso melhorar? Esta. Level 2. Aumenta o dano causado em 10%. Reduz o consumo de vigor em 10%. Também tinha dado jeito, mas... Recicláveis. Não vou vender nada para já. Let's keep like this. Portanto, estou nível 3, precisa de nível 4. Aumentar a vida, aumentar a mordida. Aumenta a capacidade de sangue, aumenta a absorção de sangue ao usar a mordida em combate. Isto dá jeito e é barato. Corpo a corpo, aumentar a vida, vou tentar aguentar para já. Defesas. Estar só pelos mais básicos. Até pelo menos conseguir controlar as habilidades. Portanto, estou nível 4. Guardar nada no cofre.
I cannot enter.
So stupid, bitch! Bloody leech! He's dead!
Será que dá para farmar? Porque supostamente eu limpei esta zona.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll need a drink. I'm so thirsty, William. As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. No. I had a drink outside tonight. It did not quench my thirst. Must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. Dearest, you are lost. Dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't feel it.
creature is bedeviled.
Let go of me.
I must put it down.
First boss. Oh fuck.
Please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Seriously?
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Isto dá mesmo déjà vu da entrevista com o vampiro, de aprendizagem e tudo mais.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Depois está tudo feito.
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Costuma-se dizer aguenta os cavalos. Neste caso, aguenta o barco. Se eu não percebi se partir coisas me dá alguma coisa.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
Como é que viras o barco? Metes para a frente e para trás. Só girar isso para a frente e para trás.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Privacy compresa.
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Pois?
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Ok, tem lógica. E assim do nada parece que um gajo está a ver epá, daquele filme do livro do Carlyle, que agora não me recordo do nome.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Tudo mesmo,
Oh, and
senhora.
Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
E assim do nada tenho roupa lavada. O que é mais curioso é que a roupa é idêntica àquele que tinha antes vestida. Entrar no hospital.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
You can do better than that. It's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Pois já tinha percebido isto, mas tipo, enfeitiçar. Para beber o sangue da sua presa, primeiro é preciso enfeitiçá-lo e atraí-la para um local afastado de outras pessoas. Sendo ele enfeitiçado, seria igual ou superior à resistência do cidadão. Como é que eu sei a resistência? Ah, será lá em cima? L1.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Okay.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
O distrito sofrerá as consequências das suas ações. Ok.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Ok. Isto teve mandado vela, possivelmente. Materiais, munições. Não. Missões. Supostamente se eu matar este gajo ganho 6000 de XP. E aqui supostamente não devia escolher a roupa e tudo. Provavelmente tenho de reiniciar o jogo. Ok, pelo menos assustei-me. Que isto fosse um hospital, qual é um gajo a olhar para ali?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Already?
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Okay.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Tendo em conta a conversa, acho que não tinha lógica fazer aquelas perguntas. Não sei até que ponto mudaria o jogo. Aqui era onde estava o barco, se não tenho erro. Sim.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Check-up médico, pressione R2 para informações. Ok.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Supostamente eu tinha uma pista sobre ele que desbloqueava algo azul.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
Okay.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Queria se ganhava um bocadinho mais XP antes de descansar.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
She's Elfie, level 5.
Goodbye,
Ok.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Pelos vistos eles aumentam a parte do nível. Para um gajo não lhes fazer nada.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ok, supostamente então. You are a blacksmith. Posso comprar uma espingarda. Ou seja, se houvesse dinheiro. Bullets. Não vou comprar nada para já.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Ok.
Goodbye, Milton.
I forgot to see his level, but Era fixe. Quer dizer, um gajo vai por dentro do hospital, mas era fixe.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Existem muitos doutores e essas coisas todas. Para segundo andar. Supostamente é o primeiro. Ok, estou no segundo andar e a porta não abre.
Not now.
Bom, como é que supostamente eu vou? Esta está fechada?
It's locked, all right.
Qualquer coisa não está bem. Gin. Vê? Ok, segundo andar, tipo, isto é o primeiro, por amor de Deus. Mas ok.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Supostamente,
At
segundo
least
andar
I
é lá em
won't be
cima.
sleeping in a coffin.
É verdade. Coisa de um privilégio. É preciso ver que eles têm sentidos aguçados e reagem mais rápido que qualquer outro mortal. Jeez, what happened? Quer dizer, apanha uma espada que diz mata dragões e do nada faz-me loading? Ok. Ok. Não tenho a certeza, mas acho que possivelmente isto são as coisas do suposto DLC. Por favor. O livro do coração simples, por as palavras da loja do ano. Morrite, a sério. Porquê que dá-me a ideia que o Dr. Sossi também é um vampiro? Mas pronto. Ah, está ali, você verá que também há uma janela aberta com um andaime que permite entrar e sair do hospital sem ser notado. Claro que tinha lógica. Por isso é que eu estava à procura de uma janela logo à entrada. Vamos ver aqui a situação, tipo... Berradora, tem menos dano. Mas eu tenho... duas foices, ok. Eu quero esta. Podia ter uma imagem da arma. Quero esta. Mais velocidade de ataque, vigor. Aqui tem de dar jeito uma pistola. Ok. E como é que eu atiro? Não me está a deixar alterar. Ok. Supostamente preciso também de uma bancada que está aqui. Ok. A partir do sangue dele posso criar um soro. Bom valor de revenda, este item pode ser reciclado em outros componentes. Cartucho 5, atordoamento 10. Componente comum de empunhadeira, ok. Gatilho.
Will
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But the sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Por favor, explica-me porque a carga d'água que eu não consigo alterar se isto supostamente usar as duas mãos. Eu carrego triângulo. Carrego X. E não consigo alterar mesmo para mais nada. Ah, só se for este o caso e supostamente... Exatamente. Tenho que ter uma normal ali. Arma de longo alcance. Carregamento 15 segundos. É igual 10. 5, atordoamento 10. Pois, comparar estas duas, melhor é esta, mas para perto é esta. Sendo assim. O homem sendo um vampiro e cura sozinho porque recarga d'água é que a pele dele está assim. Mas ok. Continuando. Vamos aumentar aqui mais um powerzito. E acho que não consigo fazer mais nada. 200, 300, tenho 200, tudo isto é 300, que é o médio. Este é 1000. Tem aqui uns interessantes. Mas como é ir aumentando. Ora, grandes eventos do distrito. Toda a noite as consequências das suas ações podem melhorar ou piorar o estado de saúde do distrito. Ele também pode piorar devido a doenças se disseminando entre os cidadãos. Mas o destino do distrito, tipo,
I'm to stay here until my research is...
Vamos fazer uma pausita áudio.
I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
That one is true.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Estava qualquer coisa a brilhar aqui embaixo. Gostava de saber onde é que está aquela suposta janela com o andaime.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Supostamente só se tem acesso por fora. Ora, supostamente é aqui. Ou vou pela esquerda ou pela direita, acho que vai dar a mesma situação, mas como é que eu faço zoom? Aqui. Supostamente isto são portas.
Daily routine.
Suposto andaime? Aparentemente não.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I like this sword. Supostamente. Exatamente. Era aqui que vinha ter. E a chave. Supostamente é aqui. Sorry. Encontro um pouco de tártaro ferroso, quinina, clorito de sódio. Ok. Em inglês sei que não ia descobrir. Em português sei que isto não está muito bem traduzido. Supostamente sei que aqui vou andar a cegada, né? Ui, sangue no teto. Ok, acho que acabei de sair do sítio. God damn it. Noob in the house. Saí e agora com esta treta tenho de voltar a entrar. Ah, nice, não fez loading. A luz não estava acesa. Pois. Vejamos pela direita. Estava a descobrir o tal andar barra andaime. Para o meu post office. Bem, como disseram os gajos que me assaltaram, não está morto, não tem contas para pagar. Porque é que ele me diz que voltei para o mesmo sítio? Pois é o que faz loading. Bem, frascos há com fartura. Bem, mas... Se alguém sai de trás de mim, manda-me um berro, dou-lhe com um filho da puta de um facalhão.
I cannot enter.
You will.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Estou a aprender a usar os poderes.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Mas por acaso gostei daquele do William modo boss. Dude. Tenho pouco sangue, o que é que isto cura? Ainda cura bastante. Vou experimentar depois a caçadeira.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Não é que foste, corno?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Eu carreguei triângulo. É isso que eu não percebi. E a caçadeira faz um bascar do caraças. Acho que vou preferir a pistola. Calma que isto vai alugar, meu amigo. Okay.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked.
Só mais depois de testar. Tinha ali qualquer coisa a 24 metros. Ok. Ok, big room. The real John Doe. Really? What the? Tem um poder curioso. Deixa um rastro. Que eu não consigo identificar. Este foi a rasca. Foi tanta rasca que... não.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Fiquei mesmo a soro. Ok. Acho que não consigo melhorar nada deste. Porque não me recordo de ter apanhado peças para isso. Although, this one I can. Alguns forgot. Sorchetas. Ok. Não consigo fazer marcação do local, colocar marcador X. Estás aqui a fazer bem? Desviei-me. Parece que eles estão sempre a aparecer. que não é mau. Eu carreguei quadrado, moço. Acho que isto podia estar um bocadinho mais espécie open world. Estes loadings. Estes loadings são assim um bocadinho cansativos. Tutores. I'm kind of lost. Supostamente é para a minha direita, mas tenho uma parede. Se calhar é mais fácil falar com eles. Não estou a perceber como é que vou para ali. Como a tal situação existe um andaime, bababá, Senhor, preciso falar consigo.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Pelos vistos, a partir deles não dá. Está a falhar em uma situação que eu não estou a conseguir perceber e supostamente depois vou ter de ir ao YouTube ver. Porque...
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Existe uma data de doutores desconhecidos.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Daquelas pessoas que para já não vale muito a pena conversar. O que me está a estressar é tal. Perguntar a cena do relógio.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Sinceramente, eu até gostava de vender, mas eram as outras. Foi o que eu pensei. Porque comprar já não tem mais. Vamos comprar um de cada destes. Ora, eu estou virado para o lado de fora do hospital. Ok. Vou seguir à esquerda. E tenho as escadas que me vão levar cá para baixo a esta zona. Mas eu gostava de ir a esta. Aqui tem os supostos andaimes, mas eu não sei porque a carga d'água eu não estou a conseguir entrar neles. Aqui a tal curva, ok. E ali não consigo mesmo ir.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Não tenho stamina. Mas estou mais a tentar jogar bonito. Ok. Estou extremamente longe. Do meu destino.
It's locked, all right.
Tal situação da janela não estou mesmo.
We've dodged death so many times. You can't just die like this. Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
I killed him.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the Trent.
Não dá círculo social. Estou-se. Dá a ideia de ser conhecido o outro. Deste. Ah, não. Supostamente é deste.
Suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
É saudável, dá 2100 XP, não era mau, mas é lixado.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war
Thatcher.
together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Vamos fazer um medicamento. Que supostamente faço tratamento aonde? Aqui é a tal zona de onde eu vi ter há bocado, ok. Mais fácil dirigir-me aos meus aposentos. Que eu supostamente acho que era mesmo aqui. Adiciona 3 pontos de atordoamento a cada golpe da arma ou reduz o consumo de vigor. Ok, da pistola não posso fazer nada. Daqui também não posso fazer nada, por isso acho que é só desta. O que é suposto fabrico para a fadiga?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Pois acho que descobri mesmo. É uma cena que tem a luz a piscar. E é deste lado da rua. Quem depois foi ver a live é que eu sou teimoso.
We're so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
If only there were more of them.
Say the same for the others.
Oh, look at the bastard.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is...
And I'm Dr.
Well, it's a...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Só mesmo para ficar com o conhecimento.
Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea, I am Thoreau Strickland. Doctor... Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
For now.
How long's it going to take to fix me from you?
What the hell? Até eu vejo a Dorothy e depois ela desaparece.
This is no time to go. It is the last thing our patients need.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ella. As for me...
Finally, you've returned.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first...
Duty calls?
Many thanks, Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr.
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
My sweet girl. Reads me like
Good evening, Doctor. Have...
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. but we...
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Estranho.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say.
May I ask if you have...
I'm a teacher by profession.
Estes estão relacionados. E pelo visto acho que tenho de ir falar com aquela.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
How is the Pembroke?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver.
Why is Milton?
Milton's not the kind of man who's...
Why does Milton dislike?
I don't know. Just ask him.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Aparentemente tenho de visualizar o sítio. That's okay. Mas isso acho que ainda não é necessário. Os olhos dele estão vermelhos, tipo cinzento no meio, tá fixe. Não sei até que ponto. 3 choros. Mas as táticas. Estava a pensar neste. também dá jeito. Este acho que eu não preciso. Para já talvez os normais.
It's locked, all right. Good evening.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
A colleague? Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
É sério.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then...
It's locked.
I'm managing a train terminal, not a morgue.
Portanto, seguindo sempre em frente. É que eu penso que posso carregar no outro. E esqueço-me. What? Milton e Pipa?
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an entity. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Só não estou a perceber esta situação aqui. Descobrir a causa da morte. A menos que tenha de ser pela zona de fora. Mas eu não tenho como ir lá para fora. Acho que isto é na zona bloqueada. Okay, this is new.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
Vamos terminar por aqui.